Hello YouTube! Today is a nice sunny winter day in Michigan, a great day to do a little bit of baking. So today we're going to make chocolate chip muffins. This is something that I used to bake a lot of. I had two kids that ran track and cross country, and so every track meet I would take a bunch of different kinds of muffins to the track meets so they could carb load before their races, and they were a big hit. And I thought maybe that you would enjoy them too. So we're gonna make chocolate chip muffins. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add 2½ cups of all-purpose flour to our bowl. Then we're gonna add 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. We're going to mix those a little bit so they're incorporated, and we're going to set that aside. The next step, we're going to do our wet ingredients, and we're going to start with 1/2 cup of melted butter, melted and then returned to room temperature, so it's not too warm. The next thing is 1 cup of granulated sugar, 2 eggs at room temperature, 1 cup of buttermilk, and 1 tablespoon of vanilla. We're going to whisk that together well. And then we're going to mix in the dry ingredients. And the thing about muffins is you only want to mix them until the ingredients come together. You do not want to overmix them. It will ruin them. Once our wet ingredients are pretty well incorporated, we're going to add the dry ingredients very gently, and we're just going to sort of fold it in until it's incorporated. We're not going to mix it like we would other doughs. Before I started this process, I lined some muffin tins with papers, and I preheated my oven to 425 degrees. So this is going to end up being a little bit lumpy, not quite this lumpy. We're going to get it incorporated a little bit more, but the lumps are actually okay. We're not going to worry about them too much. This is going to make at least 12 good-sized, bakery-sized muffins, and they're going to be delicious. Once that comes together, we're going to put in 1.5 cups of chocolate chips. That's a lot. You don't have to use that many. You can use part mini chips, part chocolate chips. You can use butterscotch chips, peanut butter chips, doesn't matter. Once that comes together, we're going to go ahead and get our muffin tins and fill them up. All right, I'm using a pretty good size scoop. We want to fill these right to the top, but you want to fill them at one scoop. You don't want to add to them if you can avoid it. So just like that. They're pretty simple to make. We're going to bake them for a little while at 425, and that's going to get the leavening started and get those nice big tops for us. And then we're going to lower the temperature to, I think, 375 for the rest of the time. To get my spatula out of here. I don't know if you can read this, but it says "Kiss the Baker." All right. Okay, we're gonna put these in the oven at 425 degrees for 5 minutes. That's gonna get them nice and high, and then we're gonna lower the temp to 375 for another 15 to 17 minutes until a toothpick comes out clean. I'm gonna set a timer for 5 minutes. All right, our timer has gone off for the 5 minutes. We're gonna lower the temperature to 375, and we're gonna set a timer for 13 minutes. And then we'll check them. I don't expect them to be done at 13 minutes. I always just like to do it a little less than I need to. So we'll check it in a few. All right, our timer's going off. Let's check and see if these guys are done. Open the oven. Ooh, looking good. I'm gonna stick a toothpick in the middle. Nothing there. Perfect. Oh yeah. These are just gonna sit here for 5 minutes or so to cool down a little bit, and then they can be served warm. They can be kept in an airtight container for four or 5 days. They're great for an after school snack for the kids. They're great for weekday mornings with your coffee. They're great for the weekends. They're great to share with neighbors, whatever you want to do with them. But they are delicious. All right, our muffins are done and time to give them a try. They look delicious. I'm hoping they taste delicious. They're a little warm yet, so this might fall apart on us. But I just am too anxious to wait until it cools any longer. So I'm gonna take this paper off. Oh yeah, it looks great. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it in half. We'll see if it falls apart. It won't do that as it cools, but in the beginning it might be a little too warm. I was gonna put some butter on this, but I don't think it needs it. I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a taste. So good. So good. With your morning coffee, truly delicious. I hope you try this. We enjoyed making it for you, and we think you'll enjoy making it for your family. Have a good day.